Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Hello. Your surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded. Maybe I'm both? Just kidding. If I had to choose, then I'm probably closer to the latter. It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together. But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can't remember what happened in those 30 million cycles, but I remember what you did for this world. Like, didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty girl back at the Grove? Yep, isn't it amazing? It's like a seed finally grew up and became a flower. And I'm definitely as cute as a flower now. There's so much I want to say, but unfortunately, this is... With the memories of the previous flame chase still intact, we've returned to this place at the beginning of time, so we can carry out our promise to Finan. The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything. Ide Silicii is so quiet. In Cyrene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone. Yes, Finan too embarked on his journey because of this view. He then walked alone for more than 30 million cycles. Thankfully, you arrived during his long wait, friend. Is that also why Cyrene did what she did? It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer. But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. The only things I remember are the days I spent with you. Emporius will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right? That's right. He's the mastermind who's trying to control everything. How unforgivable. But I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation is under his control. Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure. Yep, that Intellitron friend did say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communication. ID Silicii is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to come. Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in one. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot. It's super quiet here. Sounds can't get back in Cyrene's memories. This room was her secret base. No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to I'm prepared to witness that miracle for—
The way Cyrene talks is so similar. I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how...
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window, 16 minutes, 22 seconds. We are very glad to learn that you're safe.
Pity. Now's not the time to celebrate. Having two geniuses standing here means you are in big trouble. Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphorius, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self. Hiding in this segment, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate. For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted. Prediction: if effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy.
The possibilities are endless. Breaking down interstellar communications, destroying the synesthesia beacons, returning cosmic civilizations to the Dark Ages. Or even simply put, it will tilt all sciences and technologies towards the destruction. And since Nanook. Based on info provided by the IPC, Iron Tomb probably isn't like Selenova or Zephyr, who are overlords ascended from human beings. Instead, Iron Tomb is the version of Iron Tomb hiding in Amphorius as its source code. And this scepter is... Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% complete.
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the observer named Lygus. Speculation.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable, so listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphorius compared to the outside. Destruction is... The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphorius will ever be able to run. And Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more. But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction. Fine and Signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis. That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kephal's core flame. But don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose.
There's one more preparation we must make. Lygus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titan. Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol restricting even its administrator. The Law Titan. Talanton.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphorius. And it was the core flame returned at the very beginning of the last flame chase journey.
Why do you have another little pink one next to you? Huh? Her path chart is...
Is there something wrong?
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be logging onto this time period to find Law. You can either meet the Titan, convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter what you do. We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got, make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy team.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you...
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about you.
Mr. Don Hung did not enter the new world with you at the end of the last cycle. No, the flow of time inside and outside Amphorius is not identical. 1,000 years in this world may only be a fleeting second outside of it. Conclusion. He is on his way back to the exit. Miss March's situation is... Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location. What we can be sure of is that she's...
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if Amphorius explodes, she'll probably float out.
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles. And
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next time we meet, little one. No, not little one.
Those two geniuses certainly have memorable It feels weird. This all feels really familiar. Some of that conversation feels like it's about... maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just... Light calendar 3960. I remember that Talanton had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Saridra. That's what's recorded in history, and the period we'll be heading to. So, we've at least got a solid direction. Can you give me a little bit of time before we go? I want to pack some stuff. There's so much more I need to take care of in this...
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists in the outside world. Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have one left? This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 minutes, he said I will be taking over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Destiny must have brought me here for a purpose. This isn't a coincidence. There's nothing to fear. I'm destined to play the most important.
Thinking hard over there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things in the end. See? There's the journal, the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. Holding it calms me down, for the scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be fighting them. This will be Amphorius's final flame chase journey. But it won't be friend. Are you ready? Just treat me like any other friend you have. We share, and we may also share a common future. A future that has never emerged in any other cycles before. If you still can't get used to it, just call me Mem like you did before. Are you worried that the burden is too heavy for you? Don't worry, you've seen how every person regarded as a hero in Amphorius was nothing more than a flawed human. They were just at the right place, but those aren't coincidences. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius's fate once more after a stagnation of more than 30 million cycles. A person's personality is their destiny. Your own hero's journey already started the moment you decided to board that express. That promise might be far too heavy. But I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to being. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
It seems you two are prepared. You should indeed, Trick. You do not have much time left to enjoy. My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please grace me, so I may demonstrate the full scope of my...
What?
Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
The light of the Dawn device never fades. Catholi's protection has no end.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe. What you see is the true form of the eternal land, and the 12 demigods after they've... Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphorius is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to put the moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment. Erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the Creator, the pen of divinity, and the first lyrical. Seems like you are not in the mood for an idle chat. That is fine. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being your enemy. I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the Scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within it. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide now, Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans. Your resist, in other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Era Nova carry out its natural. You've always had a choice, my lord. You can either accept my sincerity or face the consequences. They've always been the product of the experiment, so that outcome was predetermined long ago, so I will not embellish such a regrettable yes. The real identity is quite astounding. You are indeed worried about your safety, and rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul. But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my bargaining chip in this negotiation between us. For there are, and I happen to be one of them. This matter is of grave importance, so please do not make your decision lightly. After all, the choice bears a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an Unterran. I now see the full scope of the determination. You may now continue. It seems you haven't realized the Exolith is the Erudition's domain. You cannot visit as negotiations have broken down. There's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. As for its purpose, allow me.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's Eternals. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept silent until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers. Dawn Cloud's spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the Legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and roared, "Compatriots, no more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants! Those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your—" A Chrysos heir she stood. Divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her feet. Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high, and the people— "My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, drive the enemy from Kefali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory." The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind, weaving through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the— "Onward! To Marmorial Palace! To Dawn Cloud's heights! Announce to all the wicked and cowardly! Announce to this stag— We are the rising tide!" History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found identical inscriptions in every— It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Siridra. Friend? Are you friend? Friend? Honestly, you were the one who— Wake up! Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on— We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates. If everything— And also the end of the first flame chase journey. Indeed. The first flame chase ended with the trial of Law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama first. We can learn more—
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome here. Hold your tongue! Conspiring with criminals and plotting rebellion are crimes punished—
There are multiple voices, and things seem tense. Why don't we find a place to hide and observe from the shadows?
At least the knowings keep that faith.
Wait! Isn't that—
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy and trying to slay gods. Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind of nonsense? Look at this broken world and see what your atrocious—
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the— How is that possible?
Dux for Goris. We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the sky. Stay.
heretic! No one but the great Talantin can deliver this world from misery!
I ask you, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You...
Talantin is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me, or submit to my judgment. Silence!
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because I came, I saw, I conquered. Ducks for Goris? Take the ashes of this man and scatter them in the temple among the crowds. Tell them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Yes, Imperator.
Now, these two accidental guests. Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
Not the kindness you know. This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united all the city-states, these vermin still lurk in the shadows, hindering the... Moreover, I know that the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you and nearly doomed the second Flame Chase journey. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, out of courtesy, I present to you this corpse as a... Careful. Let's wait and see what happens. She's probably trying to... For the sake of order, I am known by many titles. Flamebearer who ends wars, Tyrant of Dawncloud, Empress of the Holy City, and Imperator of the Flame Chase. Saridra. On behalf of my people and this land, greetings, Deliverer.
If I may, how do you know his identity?
As the little hostage prophesied, the Deliverer shall come from the future beyond the sky. Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this day.
Your orders, Imperator.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase Alliance will... As for you two, Akima knows what you seek. We'll confer in the Holy City.
Doubtless you have many questions, but save them for later.
This is not what I expected at all. The demigod we needed to find was just waiting for us. And she knows of things beyond the sky, even eons. How could this be so different from the previous 30 million Amphorius cycles? Who altered? Unpleasant thought, but plus, the currents of time have become twisted. Regardless of who caused this, that Imperator came prepared. as well dance their dance. Let's go with them to the Holy City. We've received the Imperator's favor because of your unique background. As a result, the people of Akama will certainly respect you more. Just put that to good use. Should be easier than last time, right? If we figure out what happened in this cycle, we'll be able to turn... Exactly. Treeby, Aglaya, maybe even little Cypher. Calm and confident.
Guests.
The journey to save the world starts with a single step. Let's set off, my friend.
Hail to the Imperator! Hail to the Golden Heroes! Hail to the Deliverer!
Told you, you're the headline act. All this...
Guards, your service to the Holy City is appreciated. How have things...
Castrum Krennos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market. But the garrison already arrested the culprits, and now...
They are merely a disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured earth, it still didn't silence these fools. Guests from beyond the sky, worry not about these trivial matters. Dux Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle down for now.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hycelans, and I am the Dux Gladiorum who swears fealty to the Imperator. As well, later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chase journey. Your arrival has convinced Amphorius shall break its chains and reach the world beyond.
With all due respect, what exactly do you know about us and what's...
As a humble subject, I cannot freely express my own views to you.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Time waits for no one. Please come.
Akama, under the Imperator's rule, is no longer...
Indeed, Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design, in order for it to serve as a sanctuary. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Imperator arrives, I shall come.
Hycelans. No wonder she's the Knight's commander. All right. We finally have some freedom to ourselves, since there's still some time before the... Not the ones you're familiar with. But the hearts of heroes stay the same in every cycle.
Aggie, you're still so listless today. Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yeah.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us, just like when you were young. No matter what, we'll always remain by you.
I know. I also understand that fate cannot be changed. It is not the future that I worry about. I spent all last night weaving clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War was born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. If Amphorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become no better than beasts. Oh, we have guests. Welcome. These rags on you are not worthy of the title of Deliverer. I must prepare some proper... What is the matter? Your gaze. Does your Aglaya differ so much from me?
Greetings, Deliverer from beyond the sky. We are Treeby of Yanis. Although, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the
future of the Flame Chase journey. The prophecy also told you about that.
Indeed. Orynyx reshaped Amphorius through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer, there were not so... Please, don't worry. Feel free to relax. Kefali issued prophecies too, but it was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer...
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Aran... Though we still must challenge the gods. In the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to a new world, but to...
This is also what the Great Imperator has been striving for all her life. Your arrival further
This can't...
Even you find this surprising? Fate.
Perhaps the upcoming meeting will hold even more surprises.
The other heroes under the Imperator's command are here too. Since we have time, should we go meet them?
How are we supposed to talk to the heroes of Deliverance? What if they're really...
Virginia, don't be so nervous. Once they hear your poetry... Hear greetings. I am Apollonius, the Dux Helcolithus, one of the 5 sages of the Grove of This is Virginia of Castrum Kremnos. The Dux...
hello. I'm Virginia.
I'm Serene from ID Silicii. This is the Deliverer.
They're not as frightening as the rumors claim.
This is our first time in the Imperator's realm. Akuma is even more magnificent than we imagined.
The Akuma you imagined is long gone. Under the Imperator...
Bask in her free-spirited winds. For anyone who fulfills their duties to the Emperor...
But...
Those who are loyal do not need to consider the consequences of betrayal. But if you're curious, those elders who lie at the bottom of the lake are the best example of what...
The elders of this cycle were all... Looks like that priest who was sentenced to death wasn't an isolated case.
Dux Brumalis, our great Imperator, found the mastermind and executed him in public. Seeing that scoundrel burn to nothing should deter these miscreants from being so brazen again.
So the great Imperator isn't afraid of getting her hands dirty? What a ridiculous display.
What do you know? No matter what sins the people commit, they are still the Imperator's people, and it's only right that they be judged by the Imperator. Our distinguished trespassing guest.
Seneca, the Dux Brumalis. Greet.
This Dux Brumalis doesn't seem to like the Imperator very much, but she holds a high rank. And Dux Vergoris is... Let me see what I can get out of them. I'm Cyrene of Ida Silicii. Does this city host any other visitors from beyond the sky?
Drop the charade. But yes, there is
Silence! The Imperator ordered us to keep that Lord's whereabouts.
Enough, you pathetic lapdog. Do you need to beg for...
Someone who is all too familiar with the world beyond the sky and has referred... Looks like things are getting heated. Let's get out of here.
Little fish from beyond the sky, did you rest well? The Imperator and the delegates are about to arrive. If you are ready, I'm the Knight Commander of Akuma, General of the Flame Chase Army, and the Imperator's beneath these shiny scales engraved with complicated titles. I am just a swordfish. As you've witnessed, she is the Empress of Akuma, the one who ended the Chrysos War and the leader. As merely a humble subject, the Chrysos heirs here constitute the elite among the Flame Dux Helcolithus Apollonius, and Dux Carminum, Virginia, serve as the army's advisor and historian respectfully. Dux Vergoris Labienus and Dux Brumalis Seneca are both formidable. Dux Fatorum, the holy maiden who interprets the prophecy. Only the one named Trebi remains in the city. The Imperator once took them as hostages in order to unify the prophecies of the world, but they are now Akuma's most vital prophets. Dux Goldweaver, Aglaya. Well, she dislikes it when people talk about her. Then come. The Imperator reserved seat.
I'm starting to feel a bit nervous about the meeting. Since Saridra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations in the current era.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the
Exactly. Chrysos heirs. Deliverers. What about us ordinary folk?
Things feel pretty tense here. The history books said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat it, those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take your seats.
What's going on again? We're starting what we were talking about before.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about—
All rise. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought news of— Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what— Delegate from Paphos, do you have any insight?
I know nothing.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenge. Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city, they will escort each of you to the Temple of the 3 Fates, where you will receive the highest level of protection the Alliance. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Fagusa.
This is clear.
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the—
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders.
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, the decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on— then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this core flame.
That really is the core flame of law in her hand.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign against the Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan, begins today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay all war taxes by the end of the month of Evernight.
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest honored guest to join our alliance. The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky and returned Fagusa's core flame to the holy—
Absurd. A deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying gods. It's a Ladon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my...
Are there any other objections? Then I bid you all farewell. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you. I apologize for that farce of a meeting.
It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day.
Tiring? Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates. Much like how rule and conquer...
Is the war with the Titans also...
After I glimpse the secrets of this world... No, the secrets beyond the sky... Let me ask you, Deliverer. Is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities? The word fact has never... Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide in the future you envision? Where will our flame-chased journey lead? Oh? What you require now...
Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, he is your deliverer from beyond the sky. And if they can intervene in Amphorius' laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things.
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now, our journey should no longer be confined below this. Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be realized. Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant journey.
So, you agreed to cooperate?
Forgive me, but I never cooperate with it. Though I will permit you to join me as subjects. And together, we will forge the most perfect law.
This is...
The Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akuma carries one. This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade again. Oh? Your advice is acknowledged. From this moment on, prove yourself through your actions, as long as no boundaries are crossed.
May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Emperor.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry. Go now. Take a bath first. You two... Come forth, Theoros.
Yes. Great Imperator. Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my come.
Those two arrived just as Oronix described. And just as you said, they showed a thirst for law. At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is now another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law?
Remind me again, Antikytherin. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
I shall. You are entitled to know that the Deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start. The road they have chosen will bury Amphorius' grand aspirations. This world which follows the path of destruction will inevitably... But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name of the Emperor. You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing waves of war.
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is for you to sacrifice that. For as a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen.
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules, Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
The Imperator is quite forceful. She didn't give... And she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? Looks like we're on the same wavelength. The atmosphere in Akama... It's so unfamiliar. And it's... We should also discuss our findings with our friends from beyond the sky. Then we should go enjoy the renowned bathing culture of the holy city and relax. It's the thing I've been... Work and rest are both important, you see?
So someone...
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse to find a quiet corner to update Madame Herta, and we can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, we can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's go.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Oh, so many people! The holy city is so lively.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from Leyden stormed...
As expected, the Imperator is always hiding things from everyone.
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak.
Oh no. It's the Imperator's loyal...
Let's go. We can't talk in front of this guy.
How does... Oh, honored guests, we meet again. Looks like I'm not the only one who came to the baths to unwind after the meeting. For the upcoming campaign, please make sure to rest well. I am Dux Vergoris, a trusted officer of the Great...
Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of...
Idle shit.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. They just complain from the shadows that the sun's light is too harsh. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns will eventually realize their foolishness.
May I ask,
Who is this?
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's his lord...
Stop trying to get things out of me. Leave me alone.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Theoros. What an... bad news. He's been staring at us the whole time. Let's move. We don't know how much Saridra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures with golden blood claw at each other. And Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who doesn't deserve such a title.
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others.
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little imp?
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. And she's... Oh? Children of the Prophecy. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so be sure to enjoy...
What? Children of the Prophecy?
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the Alliance meeting. By the way, if you still want to bathe, once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be able to enjoy this perfect water temperature anymore.
Seems like there's more to Dux Bramalis's words than... But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama. Huh. These...
So many guests today. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and adorable...
Heroes. I didn't expect to meet you again so soon.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carminum. You...
this...
She wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akuma. Enough small talk. Here the children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped away military power. The Alliance meeting...
I get the feeling you might have embellished a bit to keep people's attention.
I swear on my stone mane, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terror...
Never mind. While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator... Heroes. I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but soon you will witness... I can't comment on the source of her loyalty, but when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are...
The Imperator's blade. Is he... I sense some unease in Dux Helcalithist's words. It seems the Imperator and Miss Hysi... There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any place where we can have some privacy? To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysealand's. This place was your original bath chamber. Perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone is... The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet!
Who's there? Oh, the little gray fry in pink sea hair. You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or... What's wrong? The memorial pin.
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath. We'll leave.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes, adding... Forget it. If Duck's Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold. All right. Please make yourselves comfortable and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then I'll attend to you.
The delegate from Leon has been assassinated! Quick! Quick, someone come quick!
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by the current. Just a regular cleaning.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell of rust. Why? Is it because the Laydonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because they offended the Imperator?
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling to outdated laws, only bloodletting can wake them up. Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising, and Layden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan, "Return to the Era Chrysia," unwilling to relinquish military power. Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. As long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times, you and I will both—
But, Miss Hysealans, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long ago, I lived in the sea. In that lightless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach. The great This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured. Or me.
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom?
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound by the law. There's no need for me to say more, little sea hare. We're of one mind. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish and lead us to a truly free ocean. But for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another fish has come, following the scent of blood.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hysealans, you truly are—
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the—
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf, to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish, to me, is the— Besides, if my fine clothes get stained, won't you just gift me new ones?
I won't.
You mean future. The future ruler of the Holy City, Lady Goldweaver, is quite captivating in her own way. By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysos heirs to lift our spirits. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, These feasts are more worth looking forward to than victory.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets, and honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor of...
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book? Live in the moment and enjoy life.
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, by the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to. Aglaya's eyes. Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance for eyes that can see everything. I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest weaver in...
Is this also a prophecy from the...
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, he is already...
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times I've sought wisdom, but Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments, no one can see their true charm.
Aglaya has always been troubled by the divine duty she must bear. But thanks to you, just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. For those words she was too shy to say herself, I'll raise a glass to you on her behalf. Rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last.
Miss High Sealance has given us the bath chamber. It seems she really does do whatever she wants. Indeed. But she could return at any moment if we're having an important discussion. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress. We don't want to keep everyone...
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Fair enough. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline. But since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. As expected. The road ahead will be long and difficult. It's all just a guess. What? Did I get we've made some progress here too? But nothing to get too excited about. Our time is short, so... Concerning the origin of that Intellitron, the firewall he created uses Katorzane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic no longer exists in the cosmos. Lygus is definitely connected to Genius Society, so stay alert. We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still eliminating possibilities. Currently, the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha. Oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them. We also have the same suspicions for now. But further verification is needed. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly. And remember...
Madame Herta is a real... Well then, Let's use the banquet Aglaya mentioned as our next starting point. Ceridra's... It's settled then. With our great teamwork, we'll be able to deal with anything that comes our way. It's been a long day. We should get some... Yes! Let's get ready for the banquet. Look! The venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any personal belongings.
This hero always brings down the fun.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful.
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but is it really necessary to confiscate?
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a fate. It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What? My gut feeling, huh? Why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chron... After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation. But that's actually gonna be our shortcut, right?
Guests.
All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message.
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some urgent business. Why don't you head in with the other guests first and enjoy the feast?
Isn't Ceridra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? She's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
Aggie, if you can't get used to the honey brew, we will go ask for a pot and cook some oatmeal for you.
No need for that. This banquet is just too loud. And nothing and no one here is interesting. Just...
Lies! You were pretty energized when you came back from the bath chamber. Let me guess. Are you take everything too seriously? At this rate...
You're the least qualified to lecture me about that, teacher.
Dear guests, are you here for us? I mean, are you here...
No. I'm just wondering whether you've...
The Imperator?
Our sovereign has always acted however she pleases. Though she gave us ranks, she'd never tell anyone her whereabouts. Perhaps the only thing she tolerates are chess pieces. And
I see.
Why do you two look so distressed? That's not... Why don't we have a toast? While we still have time for pleasure. Here.
Then we will toast to the tomorrow that will set...
Cheers! Actually, there are so many people, we wouldn't be able to find the Imperator even if she were here.
Is there anything else we can help you with, dear guests? Or do you want me to recount the great Imperator's heroic deeds?
Hey, Labinas. I managed to get some honey brew that the scholars hid in the cellar.
I'd never refuse to share a drink with Dux Brumalis. Especially... Don't worry, dear guests. The banquet security won't be compromised. I'd never get drunk before. This banquet has a never-ending flow of honey brew. You're welcome to try it, and see whether our drinks are as good as those from...
Thank you for the offer, but we're more interested in knowing when the
Imperator? Who knows? Maybe she's hiding somewhere, thinking up weird ideas again. If you ask me, she's never treated us soldiers
Hey! I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Seneca. Either retract your statement, or do...
Fine by me. Attendant, bring us 10 more jars of honey brew. I'm gonna make sure he can't even stand straight.
You wish. Be careful you don't get drunk.
You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attention?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little...
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to... See here? This is for Goose's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed, but...
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss High Sealens wants to talk to us about something.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk. On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? As long as you like it. Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand the goose's fit, just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this. Now, please turn around. Very, very The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans, but the god is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's itch. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see that, but you two. I wish for you.
Is this also what the Emperor...
This is my personal request. Can't bring myself. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akuma. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can. Then we can show the Imperator the right path.
But isn't this...
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must then ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Can you promise me something, Miss High Sealens?
Ask.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned, but as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar, as if you were a whale of the dead. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure. Let's mingle in the crowds here.
Relax. Relax. Try to...
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty toward whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does not...
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your...
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
The answer is simple.
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be...
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphoris and merge the black tide. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power.
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, that so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos...
The Achaemenid Alliance is invincible!
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the...
Great Fry, a little to see here? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices too.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, that's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different...
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we... Staring at me like that so intently.
Try not to laugh.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking. And let us continue our previous conversation. Regarding the soldiers, are they aware of the price they must pay? If I recall correctly, you've already lost about...
You dare mention my name alongside the...
Forgive my transgression. Great.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with...
Good question. Do not let him fool you. That man from
tortured.
Calling it
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the bank. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Fioros, and go back to Akuma. You don't.
Indeed. It's a pity that anti-Theorans are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before.
As I expected. That Fioros is ski. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off. And therefore, likely, I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my... The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have them.
The Imperator's word is law!
Are you out of your mind, Duxfragoris? The Imperator hates flattery.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies are alliance and sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelans. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator!
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the... It was Kindness, the head of the Cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example under the shade of the olive groves. The people of Akuma said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. If you have any last words, say them to the... Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
You think you can slay a king using your... I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky.
Let's watch our words carefully. The prophecy that you know of, the Era Nova, spoken by Kefali, is nothing but a complete lie spun by Lygus. To fight that lie, a young man with the pseudonym of Fina lived through 30 million cycles of this world, all to save Amphorius from the end of the destruction. And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny. Iron Tomb is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed. That is the only thing Lygus cares about. As for Amphorius, your glory and campaigns, he doesn't care about any of those. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction. I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions into the same basket as Lygus and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was truly a case. All that needs to be said has been said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses all things.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the deliverer's safety?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your...
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know.
Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be immortal and kneel? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the Arano? Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator, and factors such as you and him.
Careful, careful. What was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lord. The prison I have built for you. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate, or to be destroyed.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, like Kyrgyz? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now. Screw them.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why he demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Screwlum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously, don't embarrass the Society.
I understand that a mere zero possibility does not equate to zero. That which means the same principle also applies to you. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic Why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the hero listen? Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains. And what I just mentioned is only one.
This is the place outside the Legends of this. Doesn't feel the same as before.
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command,
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the Exolith into an audience area exclusive to you. Now... Oh, we always feel this could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, in this place where time flows far. The answer concerning the total destruction. Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the stars, but now... truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with that arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity. I must admit, that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, but you won't have to wait long. When the curtain falls,
where time flows slower than within Amphorius. But how can I get out of here?
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that...
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Hurry up. Put some speed into it. That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail. And Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you notice? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Scrollum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't hold for long.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Time is running out. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of the law. To be safe, we'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start moving, and find a way to pull off a magnificent... We detected another...
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Its power is strong. Use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Is Herta saying a certain path's faction has arrived in Amphorius? I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard. And are these showing my memories? With a Stellaron in my body, I woke up at the Herta space station and gained the power of the destruction. A world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. The Stellaron in my belly is gonna be super useful. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion or the Annihilation Gang? This power... I obtained the flaming lance left by the architects and gained the power of the preservation in Belobog. That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed to pay attention as long as this side's. Even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC, the architect... Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it. I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony and declared war against the Order. That's right! The benevolent family must still remember me for saving them. Their music... Oh, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters already. Seemingly clocky. Doesn't Lycus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance. That's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. And I even got a glance from Fu Yi here. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this world.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us. For we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come. Leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralded a boat, so used to drifting, at long... Oh, Pathstrider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The child of remembrance awaits.
March, what's she doing here?
Oh, you're finally here! We haven't seen each other for such a... My good buddy, I've really missed you. I bet you were constantly thinking about... It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's basic now. The great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it. Then take your time with the storytelling. But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off.
Why does March feel so weak?
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong.
Are you okay? Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste.
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs and their hero's journey?
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things.
No, he's not. Maybe... Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him.
No. The geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the march... Something's not right.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With... As expected. A glimpse glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the Nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with, but we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct the entire world. Or so help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anasrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words. I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal. For you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard. It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes. So, take this gift. This burning core flame. This footnote of a transaction. It contains hope and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this... Akuma? No one's here. And... Am I... too late? The chronocognitive...
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's... Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long... You must be really confused right now, aren't you? But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No, please follow me. And turn the pages of time, and here I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way...
Cyrene...
flies. 200 years have passed since the Deliverers.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean to stop Lygus, but Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without a trace, and Zeridra embraced her fate. At this rate...
Era Nova will come, and Amphorius will fall into...
Oh... It seems the key to rewriting the end once again lies in the core flame of world bearing. According to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it into the Deliverer's hand.
But how? We need to find a way to hide the core flame. And we must buy enough time to keep Lygus at bay.
About that, Rini might have some good news. She had that dream again last night. But the Titan's voice was clearer than ever. She said, pass the flame into the future.
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose to side with humanity this time and hide one of her kin's core flame? It seems Amphorius' fate isn't sealed.
You're right. History has changed. Humans and Titans are both giving their all to keep this world. Perhaps a relay across the ages is finally about to begin somewhere out there.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is already at our gates, and their command that, like Kyrgyz.
Light calendar 3960. Zeridra, under the pretense of a campaign against Vagusa, sacrificed 500 Chrysos heirs to complete the trial of law. That same year, Zeridra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaya the Goldweaver took command. Thus began humanity's second flame chase journey, a path hanging by a thread. Come, this way.
City. The memorial palace lies in ruins. Countless mortals have perished because of its time. You learned the cost of refusal. No answer, Mike. Where is Kefalisk?
You really think you'll find it by raising the holy certificate? You can't kill the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy, because...
I have never denied that, which is why I now place my hope in the faithful citizens of Akuma. Now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your scalding golden blood to baptize the mass.
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaya. You must get away now.
No, Holy Maiden.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because romance is ready to make good on their promise to weave it in its name is solidarity. You must escape with your life and carry word of my death to those, just as the Imperator lit the torch of resistance with her death. My passing will make this flame ever take good care of it, guide it to the future.
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akuma. He charged directly into the Holy City and razed the Memorial Palace. History would name this battle the Third Siege of 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akuma that day, including their fearless leader, Aglaya.
Go forth, Deliverer.
Go. When the frost melts and the snows give way, the flowers will bloom again. So what you're saying is... Princess Homebuddy... is never coming... She just left. Like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve be in vain.
But... between staying in Akama and going to Styxia... what difference does... I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection... isn't Akama far safer than that dead city?
Cass's plan doesn't involve any reload.
Huh?
Like you said, Akama is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get It's just on Cass, Hysealans, and me to prepare the final trump card for the Deliverer.
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all three of you?
We must lay down the path to the future, so when the Deliverer returns, they'll have a clear road to reach the location Styxia sits where death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and passage, we can summon a current that leads to the vortex of Genesis. And the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until he returns.
We all know Lygos will set his sights on the vortex of...
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I underestimated Idonia's Maiden of War.
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means necessary, forge the prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Akama, protecting...
You don't need to worry about that. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead.
Treeby, something's flying towards Akama. What is it? It's a spear!
It's the Kremnoans. Their king's already here.
With the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Akama endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Castorus chose Styxia as the last resort, and complete soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the Alliance to safeguard the Holy City in the Battle of Deliverance.
Go on. And see you tomorrow.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second. And so be it.
But it's gonna hurt a lot!
Pain brings endless torment, but it can never destroy me. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the gate of infinity.
Can't argue with...
In the current situation, this is the only path. Akama has left. Just do as I say. Split my soul into 5 pieces. Let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. Locked in battle with their enemies to the world's bitter end. There's no need to be sad, Lady Trebios. Haven't we already in this life? My people no longer have to drown in false guidance. Emphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shatter the former loss
and turn the Lance of Fury back into a weapon that protects the world.
By the way, can you do me? The 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. They'll arrive in waves to join the Resistance in a couple of days. He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. This soul-rending ceremony wasn't just my decision. It was his counsel. His wisdom will surely be the backbone of Amphoria's survival. Watch over him. Carry on this everlasting flame.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. Each sealed in blood crystal and cast into battle. The people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity was granted 200 years of peace.
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more lies to keep it together.
Reason and trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our last shot. Not the time to be picky, right?
Don't oversimplify it. Lycus just found out Akima's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious. At this rate, he could have done anything.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a genius he is, the principle still holds. You trigger your alchemy with a boom, and turn him into a caged...
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer without any... And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being? That...
What? Getting cold feet? Or... you just don't believe in the almighty worth of the... Just tell me straight. Can you do it or not?
Of course I can. And it'll be child's play. But I've got 2 conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're doing it, we go all...
Oh, I'm listening.
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the delivery... Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. Nope.
If you pull that, wouldn't our deliverer have to face...
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for him. The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few. Loop Hysealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're insane, Grove.
I've got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer? The demigod of reason has 10,000, and what I just mentioned was one of them.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that what's by now, Hyacinth must have completed the Sky People's ritual. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure he enjoys our show. As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well...
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by 2 demigods least suited for... In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, a sealed Lygus within the vortex of Genesis.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep... that...
It's dead quiet here. Akuma will stand eternal. Miss Cypher's lie is crumbled up. But it's alright, because all of us have fulfilled when the Deliverer returns. No matter where he is, sky will turn clear, and a rainbow bridge will rise, carrying him to the final battle of Cyrene. This arduous relay is finally nearing its end. Now, I'm passing the final... No. After all, it was you and him who lit the first spark of this journey.
I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just... And I'll share the moments I spent with you, with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius has already welcomed the dawn foretold, and just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time. I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. Probably. If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long since we parted. Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and bottle every page we've written into the little and then, may it set sail in peace, drift down the river of time along with the core flame of world-bearing. Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side. This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return. And the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame chase journey to the Deliverer's heart. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist of this story mustn't be... I believe you will never let us down, just like always. Do you remember when Paimon sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, I returned to you. That's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, the past returns even more beautiful than before. So don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th Flame Chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the Vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of Ocean before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will.
even feinen. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
The last baton. I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to him.
No matter how long it takes, it's okay. Waiting is what I do best. After all, it took 33 million cycles for him to arrive in our world. What's a few moments more?
Sairi, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, he'll definitely return to this place. We can't let him down.
Sky shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
And reason grant you enlightenment. Let strife bestow you with inspiration.
Trickery ensure your success.
Allow death to protect your soul.
And at last, let passage point the way forward.
While time will remember the Trailblazer's journey.
Is this Styxia? I need to find the entrance to the vortex, guarded by the demigod of...
Long time no see. Trail generation after generation of Chrysos heir heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears. But alas, fate can never be defeated. Reason and trickery may bind my flesh, but my will shall never fall silent. So the demigod of ocean, the duck's gladiorum, high seals, sought to bring me into a fantasia with her. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to... True. I can't leave this place, but you should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood, and chained so that their legs and necks are fixed, forcing them not to look around at the cave. Each other behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. The flames cast shadows, while to them, that false play. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave. But I know it's all just a fleeting illusion. And now, my deliverer has come to defeat me and save this world that never owed you anything. Oh, you'll need to awaken the singer here, and unseen you'll be the one to unshackle me and bring the... Of course, I don't mind waiting a little longer. Let me guide you through this next illusion. One last minute. I hope you'll watch the stories of this fantasia closely. Logically, the deliverer must see the world for what it truly is. Only by feeling it for yourself can the meaning of... I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they... Fire projects the face from her memories. An actress upon the stage.
The dark tides flood the sea, and our kingdom
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands. She'll quell this collective.
This is the scene when the Chrysos heir of Ocean was born. She was once, at that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's...
Let's go. Her voice carries the Queen's command.
To keep the Black Tide from threatening the ocean, the Queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the Queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings and inherited supreme divine power.
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
Her true name is Electra.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall to dark?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the Black Tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny Titankins. Thinking in that naivete.
Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mud.
Oh, Magusa, our noble queen.
My little fishlings. You swim. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but...
Mother, worry not.
We'll take up your mantle and drive...
We'll mend your sacred chalice,
My little fishlings. I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black sea. Sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments. Until keep watching. But tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumble. Clinging to the past only blocks the road forward. Why not let time build a bridge to the future? Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll need the miracle horn nearby.
Long ago. Even you cannot reunite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my veins.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's...
I haven't forgotten. I dreamed of a shining city.
I dreamed of children placing garlands on our...
But what a shame.
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the seafloor, though most of that journey was in vain. Why not?
To reach the Spirit Basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the Chrono Vessel.
The chalice of plenty is whole again. The land I am freed from endless toil. And now I bore my sister's dreams upon my back. Took on a graceful hue. My fins became legs. But when I stepped onto land, only silent death.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia. Hopes and promises are...
I am a sea siren. A vessel born to contain the tides. How am I to go on? In a world drowned in shadow. Fagusa, my noble queen. So I wandered lost, groping through the dark. The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
After wandering the surface for ages, the lost...
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions, whom does she serve?
Yes, Ceredra.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? And letting the violin sing in my name? Tell me, what is it you seek?
All I want is a feast where I might...
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. At night, you must offer me...
My heart?
Yes. A loyal heart that will generate no... You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you.
So be it. Noble monarch. The law you proclaim shall go. So be it. Noble monarch.
And thus, in her hollow drift, she fought.
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown.
What I desire is the same as before. A feast.
Look, I've prepared you a grand banquet.
Fish are drawn to light by nature. For the deep sea knows only gloom. Now I found a flame. It may scald and burn, but...
Come, let us join the feast. Perhaps...
Have you heard that the Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just born from our golden blood, is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast to tramp...
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great threat.
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. Once I claim it, it shall be yours to rule, and to the rest. Your triumphs will not go unrewarded. Now, raise your cups!
Sea of stars! Sea of stars! Conquest among the sea of stars. Come now. Join me.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
Come quick! Let's celebrate together!
I've saved the finest brew! Come taste it with me!